Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to be doing another tag video. Stephanie, as always, tagged me to do this video, and it's the My First Time tag, and I will link her channel down below. She is known as Makeup Mama here on YouTube, and I will tag a few of you down below to do the tag if you feel like doing it. And then if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And if I didn't tag you, just do the video anyways. So I'm just going to get right into it. The first question is, what was your first job? I got my first job when I was about 15 or 16, and it was at Publix, and I worked there for about 2.5 years. And if you are not from Florida or Georgia or the Tennessee area, it is a grocery store, and it's probably one of the best grocery stores in Florida. They are known for their fried chicken, but that was my first job. And then the next question is, and I skipped the first question, so that wasn't the first question. The first question is, do you still talk to your first love? No, I don't talk to him. It's not that anything bad or anything like that. I used to talk to him when MySpace was popular, but I don't follow him on Facebook, and I don't talk to him. It's just the way we grew apart. So the third question is, what was your first car? And my first car was a Toyota Cressida station wagon. It was doo-doo brown, and we actually called it DB for doo-doo brown. And it was like a 1985, 83, something like that. The next question is, who was the first person to text you today? And that was Michael's mom. She texted me because we are planning a yard sale together, and we were just coordinating that. Who was your first grade teacher? And that was Miss Miller at Bay Vista Elementary. And that's funny that I remember that, but I remember she gave me my first number 2 pencil. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? Well, the first time I was on an airplane, I was too young to remember because I was under a year old. But if I count the first time I remembered, I was about 21 or 22 when I was on there, and my son was a couple months old, and my daughter was 2 years old, and we were flying to Pennsylvania. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? Well, I had 2 best friends. One of them, he passed away when I was 9 of brain cancer, and so no, I don't talk to him. But my other best friend is Michelle, and she follows me here on YouTube, and I still talk to her. We have been best friends since 2nd grade, and we see each other once or twice a year, but we talk weekly on Facebook and through text message. So yes, I still talk to her, and she is still my best friend. Where was your first sleepover? I have no idea when my first sleepover was. I had so many sleepovers. I went to so many sleepovers, I couldn't even tell you. Who was the first person that you talked today? Well, if it was in person, I haven't talked to anybody in person today. I guess my son was the first person. He woke up this morning to get ready for school, and we did talk briefly. Whose wedding were you in for the first time? Well, I've only been in one wedding, and that was my friend Melissa's wedding, and I think we were like 18 years old. And I was just one of the bridesmaids, and that is the first and only wedding I have been in. What was the first thing you did this morning? The first thing I did this morning was make coffee. What was the first concert you ever went to? The first concert I ever went to was New Kids on the Block, and I was about 14 or 15 years old. First broken bone. I have never had a broken bone. First piercing was my ears. I think I got them done when I was a couple of months old. First movie you remember seeing? If you think or talking about the movie theater, I think it was the Poltergeist. My parents took me to see that, and I remember them covering my face and my ears during the scene where that guy's peeling his face off. When was your first detention? probably middle school. I got in a fight with this girl. She had put gum in my hair and I confronted her about it. And she tried to fight me, and I'm not a fighter, but I will defend myself, so I did get a detention for that. Who was your first roommate? My first roommate was Melissa, and which is the one that I was in the wedding for, and we were 17. Yeah, 17 years old. What were the first lessons you ever took? Soccer, maybe. I've taken so many different lessons. I was in karate, I was in soccer, I was in softball. I didn't play any instruments. I was on the swim team, and I did all those things around the same time, so I don't really know which one, but one of those was the first one. Who was the first person, and this is the last question, by the way, who was the first person beauty related on YouTube that you ever watched? I started watching YouTube about 5 or 6 years ago, and that's when I got into watching beauty videos. And I don't remember who the first one is, but I do remember the first couple, and one of them was X Sparkage, Makeup Geek. I started watching her around the same time, and Makeup by Tiffany D. Those are the three that I remember the most and were probably the most popular at the time. So that is all the questions. I hope y'all found this entertaining as usual. And if you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And check down below to see if you were tagged to do the video, or if not, just do the video. And I will see you next time. Bye.